Good evening, all. Yeehaw. Welcome for our delayed one-off special event, which we were supposed to hold last week. So tonight we are doing a one-off Daytona, 70 laps of it, equating to 175 miles apparently. Joy of running around in a circle. So with me tonight, we have Phil and Ruben, my colleagues.
Yeah,
evening, boys.
Yeah, evening, guys. Massively looking forward to this. I do like a bit of NASCAR myself, so yeah, it should be good. 70 laps, 175 miles.
Well, pig's all greased up, ready to go. So what's the plan tonight? Is it 2 wonder laps, isn't it, individually?
Yeah, so 5 minutes of qualifying, 2 laps alone, so don't have to worry about anybody else on the circuit. I think we can watch some of the drivers as they're going around on some of the laps, but...
Oh, I've just realised it's night time as well.
It is night time.
Ooh. So something a little bit different. No race control tonight, if anyone's wondering. We've got actually race control racing, believe it or not, tonight.
Yeah, we have race control racing tonight, so a little bit different than normal. But nevertheless, I mean, all the guys were practicing some bump drafting during the practice session, so should be good. Looking forward to it.
Bump drafting.
Bump drafting.
Is that as in hitting drafting?
Yeah, nudging, like contact kind of pushing.
Oh, that's allowed then. Oh, I see.
Giving you some extra speed.
What, move a bit faster? Come on. Where we all rock in our chair.
Well, it seems to help, so that's quite good. And I do think we've got 21 or 22 drivers, if I'm correct, tonight.
Yeah, I think it was 22, wasn't it?
Yeah, 22, so...
So the first times are coming in. Oh, love the new overlay.
Oh, is this a NASCAR type overlay, or is it?
We've gone very yeehaw here, boys.
You're watching too much ESPN, haven't you?
Rene Borska currently leading the way with 52.70.
And we've got Yuri Papinevich in chat. Yeehaw!
I would have my banjo with me, but I broke the only string on it.
It's just a cool one-off fun event.
Yeah, no, bit of fun. Good to see we're still holding it, considering the catastrophe. I can't even say the word.
Oh, good word.
Catastrophe. No,
catastrophe.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah, of iRacing cocking things up the other week in an update. Or rebuild, or whatever it was they were doing.
Yeah, it's good that we're actually getting to do this race after all, and good turnout as well. Short notice, only posted it up, 2-3 days ago.
Who knows?
Whether we could run this race today. So
might be the future even.
I'm not sure about that, but
you wait. They'll all be chomping at the bit after tonight.
So we do have 2 fast repairs for the race.
I suspect they'll probably need them.
You never know. I mean, like, some of these races can go from start to finish without any interruption, but yeah.
I'll take £1 of your money on that.
Well, yeah, I'm expecting to see at least 1 caution, maybe 10.
At least.
Exactly. Boogity, let's go racing, boys.
I'm surprised you haven't got any overlay music. Something like ding, 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 ding.
I have got a bit of a new backing track. It's a bit more American, so we'll play that.
Jingle jangle music.
Yeah, when we're going through the qualifying in a second.
So
Good evening, Josh.
First of the hot laps. I assume they're the hot laps. Are coming in.
Yeah, well, these are the hot laps. You only get 2 laps.
What warm up plus 2?
Dennis Meisner currently leading the way with a 52.54. Actually quite out in front there. Let me just see if I can bring up the best laps on the side for everybody so we can see as it's now going through its gridding process, which I believe I can now bring up the grid for everybody. And there we go. One of you guys can take over that bit while I put on some sweet music in the background.
Well, it's Dennis Meisner in P1, Sander Borst in P2, Matt Acton P3, Matthew Hodges P4, René Borst P5, Andreas Hauser P6, Peter Smith in P7, Bram van Doren P8, Stuart Wines in P9, Kieran Williams P10, Kieran Smart P11, David Patterson P12, P13 is Elliot Harper, Miles Owens in P14, Arjan Rodenburg P15, Matthew Dembreen P16, Neil M. Andrews P17, Edward Beck P18, Aaron D. Taylor P19, Yuri Pepijn-Evers P20, Adam Southgate P21 and Dries Kader in P22.
Yeah, so there we have it. Everyone's lining up behind this sexy ass truck, waiting to go out on the track at Daytona. This is where your my heart always starts to like murmur a little bit at this point, because obviously you can feel the V8s, you can feel that pumping through your steering wheel as well. So I always feel a little bit excited at this point, just about to go out and race an oval.
Oh dear. When was the last time you went out of the house, Phil?
I think, well, yeah, obviously it's showing, but yeah, quite a while ago it seems. But I do love an oval.
Right, we're all in. That's a good start.
Just wait for everybody to start rolling around.
So I don't know a lot about these. Are they single geared or 4 gears or something? Or
So you got 4 gears, V8 engine. It's pretty much raw power, as you can see by some of these guys pulling out the pits lane.
Well, somebody isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He was sleeping.
Yeah, just catching a bit of a nap there.
and rather interestingly, I think a couple of the guys didn't do quali. And there's some of the faster boys as well, so this will be interesting. Maybe they know something we don't.
Well, I mean, technically, you don't need to be anywhere near the front to win a NASCAR race. So, I guess the difference is putting it on pole isn't an important factor of a NASCAR race. You just need to be in it at the end.
Well, it's true though, but I can imagine that being further down the field. I mean, if there is going to be mayhem, you're probably going to be in it rather sooner than later than being in front.
True, but sometimes you can just avoid all the kind of carnage and just sit back and wait for the last few laps and then kind of make your move then. So it'll be interesting
sit back,
to see.
relax, and enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens. I think the
I've got the track map you can put up. Not that it's going to be.
I haven't for this one, no, because we're using a different overlay. But
yeah, I see. Mind you, I suppose you don't need a track map to go around 4 corners or whatever it is.
and there we go. We are rolling, boys.
So let simply laps of carnage begin.
Well, let's hope we do get by a couple of laps without any carnage. And there are already some gaps, but it doesn't really matter though, with all the drafting going on and the bump drafting, like Phil stated earlier.
God, we've got longer than we have in a normal track race. Huh. So Sander Borst is currently taking the lead from Dennis Meisner at the front. Dennis Meisner just taking it back, as I say that.
Well, and you can see the guys on the outline or on the top of the track gaining quite some speed there, coming up to the front of the pack, while the inside line was losing a little bit of speed. But we just did lap 1.
So,
Oh,
Phil,
there's somebody
you're...
in the wall. Somebody in the wall.
Ooh. Is that
Oh, and they
Elliot
keep.
Harper? Is it Elliot Harper?
Yeah, he just
Hit the
slightly
wall.
touched the wall, but he didn't. He didn't spun out, and I think there was one of the iRacing Netherlands boys who was close to it, but it all went well.
I was just going to say, Phil, so what's the secret to oval racing? Is it staying on the top bank or hugging the yellow line at the bottom?
It's more just making the right decision at the right time. I mean, I always try and stay in my one lane. I don't try and start dodging side to side, because at this point we're on lap 3 of 70, so you don't really need to be up at the front, because obviously the more up the front, the slower you're technically going, so you can't actually place your car at the right moment later on in the race. So sometimes it does actually help to be maybe sat back in P10 at this moment. But yeah, we shall see how this pans out.
And as you were saying, Phil, this track isn't that hard on the tires as well, so you expect them to maybe be on the 70 laps. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another crash going on. There we have it. 3, 4 cars involved, I think.
Yeah, caution is out. Yeah, that is a big crash. Quite a few cars involved in that one. Let's see if we can...
And there's one car smoking.
With David Peterson. Oh, Patterson, sorry. Ooh, ouch, T-bones.
Yeah, quite a few cars off there. In for their first fast repair of 2, so everyone's now catching up the pace car.
Yeah, and there was one of the cars that was smoking, but I don't think he came into the pit, so not quite sure what his thoughts are about going on. I think it would be better to come in, but we'll see how it goes.
So now, how many are we taking bets on how many yellow flags we actually have, or how many cautions out? So that's 1 so far.
I'm going to go 10.
10? That's a lot of cautions.
Hey,
Sure
we haven't even done
that.
4 laps, we already have 1.
How many?
I think realistically, probably. I think it'll be more than 6, something around 7, I reckon. Wouldn't surprise me if they stay close.
Yeah, I would say 6, 7, maybe as well.
That's probably not the right answer, is it? We're supposed to say like 1. I don't fancy the chance with 65 laps left to go.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've watched quite some real life NASCAR or iRacing oval races and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, crashes are bound to happen with these type of races. And I do remember one vividly. And I think that was the Daytona 500 last year. Phil probably knows it as well. I think we were both watching it live at the time, where Denny Hamlin took the win, but with a major crash.
Yep.
Not quite sure who the other car was involved. But,
Quite a bit of money that day.
there you go.
Did you make any money that day?
No, I did. I had Danny Hamlin.
Yeah, Danny Hamlin, and it looked like he was gonna lose it, to be honest. But yeah, a lot happened on that last couple of meters just before the finish line. I think one car came over the finish line on his roof. How many laps is it behind the safety car normally, or behind the pace car?
Only 2 or 3. Yeah, I think it's 3.
I suppose the beauty is that I think it was the bottom 4 came in the pit, or bottom 3 certainly, and they haven't been lapped or anything, so I presume they just joined at the back and off we go. Ooh, we've got pit stop strategies, have we?
Let's see if I don't think I can bring them up for the guys that you're talking about. Maybe 1 second. Let's have a look.
So what's that little graphic showing then, Phil? Is it the yellow bar decreases, does it?
Yeah, no, so we can see the stint length is 5. They've been out for 5 laps on these current tyres. So Matthew Dampreen, Yuri Evers, Doran, Williams and Patterson have all pitted.
So those were the 4 cars involved in that crash then, or 5. I think Patterson was one of the latest of that incident. He tried to avoid it, but just got clipped and then hit the wall. In the dark green car. So I think we're close to restart the race again.
Yeah, we should be close to green. I'm not sure anybody. I don't think anyone fell back a lap back, so we're all good for now.
I think they're all on the 6th lap, so all good.
Keep an eye on the front. Yeah, I think the pace car should be coming in this lap, and then we go racing again, boys. Lap 6 of 70. Still a long way to go, but hopefully we get a bit. Hopefully we get a few more like green flag racing laps.
So pace cars coming in. Green flag. There we go. Off. Sander Borst having a good start. Of course, he's the car in front, so he won't have a tow. Most of the drivers are taking the inside line, but not on the high line.
Oh, Kieran Smart now taking the lead. Oh, was actually.
Everything is short-lived in NASCAR. Oh, I'm proper enjoying this. This is so good.
It's looking really, really close at the front there with the top 4.
Looks like someone's just taking the pit lane. Yuri Evers, I believe that is.
Oh, we've got a crash in front. Oh, we go 4 or 5 cars involved. Make that 6, 7. Oh, and there's one car braking as hard as he could, but I do think he hit one of them.
Oh, wow.
So that's another caution already.
Yeah, I do hope we're going to actually finish this race. Because, yeah, that's not looking good so far, but it's supposed to be a bit of fun, but not that much fun.
Lordy. Okay, so currently top 6. We've got Kieran Smart has gone up 10 places. He's currently leading. Stuart Windus is up 7 places into 2nd. Dennis Miner's dropped 2 into 3rd. Andreas Hauser is gone up 2 places into 4th. Miles Owens gone up 9 places into 5th. Edward Lack up 12. Peter Smith stays where he is in position 7. Matthew Hodges has gone down 4 into 8. Aaron Taylor's gone up 10 places into 9th. And Rene Borscha has gone down 5 places into 10th.
Wow, I don't know who that first car was, but he had some proper airtime there, though.
Yeah, so we've got to wait for everyone to get back to pit lane.
Oh, I suppose this means I can have a cup of tea then.
Yeah, I think everyone... There's going to be lots of tea times going on in this,
I think this would have so many adverts in it.
Yeah. Might have to start running adverts for the first time.
Well, I do agree with Wines, though. It's joyous of NASCAR, what we're watching. I mean, it doesn't really show as well, but they're going about 270 to 280 miles an hour. Kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, if a car in front makes a mistake or there is some contact and the car is going off, then it's hard to avoid it.
Oh yeah, I mean it is. Yeah, it is brutal, or it can be brutal, as you see one of the iRacing Netherlands cars trying to get back to pit road, with pretty ruined car. Let's just let's call it a ruined car. Yeah, so currently leading the way is Kieran Smart. His car is looking pretty nice right now. Stuart Winers and Dennis Marsden. Dennis Marsden are currently in third. Both cars looking actually pretty nice as well. I think there might have been about 4 or 5 cars that got caught up in that accident. I don't think it was as many. It looks. The thing about a NASCAR crash is it always looks worse than it actually is. So.
Well, I don't know how the damage is gonna affect your performance of your car with these type of cars. I mean, the car that we saw driving there for the iRacing Netherlands team, yeah, that's not gonna help go around the track, of course, but maybe a little bit of front or rear damage. I don't know if that's an issue.
Well, they hardly look aerodynamic to me.
Well,
big old box of wheels, is it?
Well, this is the American version of aerodynamic.
The only problem is they handle like American cars and don't go around corners.
There's 4 corners on this. I don't know what you're complaining about.
I think they're more curves than corners, aren't they?
so currently we've done 11 laps, of which probably 3 or 4 were actually under green.
Yeah.
Stop sounding sceptical already, Ruben.
Well,
I mean, I do hope after this restart that it's gonna take a little bit longer before we have another caution, though. So far, though, we still have 22 drivers on track.
I'm a bit confused. If there's fast repairs, how come we've got a couple of guys that have only done 2 laps behind all of a sudden? I presume you can't unlap yourself either under the yellows, can you?
Well, it depends if you get a wave around or a lucky dog, so there are opportunities to still get your lap back.
I beg your pardon?
So
What? A lucky what and a dog what?
a lucky dog is you might get your lap back. I think if you're the first car that is a lap down, you'll get waved around, so you're back on the lead lap again. A wave around is for all the cars that might be out of position.
Right.
They may get waved around as well. I'm not entirely fully sure on the whole wave around thing, but yeah, even if you're not on the lead lap, you can still end up on the lead lap by the end of the race. So.
Right. That makes no sense, but we'll go with it. What other little gems have we got that we don't know about normally?
That's about it, really. There's not too much to it.
What was the other one then? So you had a lucky dog, and what was the other one you mentioned?
A wave around.
Oh, right. Is that the same thing?
Looks like we're going green again, boys.
We're going green again.
Ooh, we're off. Lap 12.
So there was 2 cautions. Let's see how long we've got now. Seems like people are giving each other a little bit more room though this time around.
Yeah, it does show that after a few boxes scrapes, no one wants to just sit there an entire 70 laps just doing a yeah, exactly. So,
Caution race.
it does end up settling down a little.
So
Blimey, that's a lot of dollars for one car.
I reckon it's about the top 16 all relatively close, and there's a little gap to P17, if I'm correct. This really shows the speed though that they are going.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta love that static cams.
Oh, 208 Ks. What's that in English?
Fast.
190 miles an hour or something.
I can't work this out. So 100 kilometers is 60 mile an hour, isn't it? So it's 120, and it's about 160-ish, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
I think. I'm not
I don't
sure.
have a clue. I always drive on kilometers an hour. To be honest. So welcome to everybody watching, though. I see we've got some people watching, so welcome to the stream. If you're new, give us a little follow. If not, welcome. We're just doing a fun race at Daytona in the Chevrolet Silverado trucks. And like Mark said before, this race was postponed due to the iRacing update we had about 2 weeks ago. But it's still going on in between round 1 and round 2 of the US GP3 Championship held by CXR. Oh, there's
off the circuit.
Yeah. It's going to cost him some positions, but he rejoins quite well and saw it coming, so no harm done there. Still going. Full stance.
For those of you wondering, just out of interest, 208 kilometers an hour is 174.
And there we've got contact.
Oh,
only one car spinning off though. No, I don't think we're gonna have a caution.
So is there instant limits like in normal track racing?
There are, so 20 gives you a drive-through, then every 20 after that gives you another drive-through. That's set by me, though, that's not like set by iRacing.
I think the contact all has to do with one car going below the apron and then coming back on, having a little bit of contact there.
I believe that's Dennis Meisler. God, it's an absolute beast of a run on the outside lane there.
Dennis Meisler enjoying it so far, having a good race.
Currently in the lead. Was.
I'm thinking though, Wyness was in chat, right? But he's in P1 at the moment.
Multitasking.
See? Stuart Wyness, P1, Dennis Meisner, P2, Kieran Smart, P3, Arjan Rodenburg, P4, Matt Acton, P5, Peter Smith, P6, Miles Owens, P7, Bram van Doren, P8, Edward Leck, P9, and Matthew Hodges rounds is up for P10 for the top 10 drivers.
So we've got 2 breakaway packs at the moment. Got this front lead pack, and
all right. Sorry, it's his brother in the chat.
Right, yeah, so with the second lead pack is currently led by Aaron Taylor, and then we got Stuart currently leading the way in the front pack. Let's see who's a little bit further behind. Oh, we've got 2 off track there.
Oh dear. That's a shortcut. Where are they off to?
That was Arjan Rodenburg, and the other driver was Matt Acton.
We're getting eaten up by the second pack here, and Hoping the
Ooh, that was close though.
close, a little bit too close for comfort.
How have we ended up with a split
Oh,
pack?
we've got a crash.
Oh no!
I see Neil M. Andrews is one of the drivers involved,
Oh dear.
and I'm not quite sure. I thought I saw 2 other cars going off as well.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, I don't know what has caused the initial bit of that incident. It's just,
Impressive spin though. I think, did he nut the green car, I think? Did he just catch him? Yeah, I think he just gave him a little push.
yeah, I think it's giving that car a bit of a nudge there. Arsham
Ooh,
Rodenberg
somebody else caught
in
him
the
as well.
wall. Yeah.
Well, I think it was one of the Racing Netherlands drivers who was caught out in those 2 cars going off at first. And I think at one part he was trying to get out of the way of the group coming, but he chose the top of the track where the car of that leading from the pack chose the same side and just had a little nudge.
We still got cars running, so we're all good.
Yeah.
Disappointing for Kieran, unfortunately got disqualified due to a black flag. But we don't know what for. It wasn't showing on the screen apparently.
Overtaken under yellows, apparently.
Right. So we're on lap 20 of 70 with the 3rd caution.
It's gonna be a long night. Buckle up, boys.
Well, if we're gonna continue it like this, then we're close to that 7 cautions that we were talking about.
Yeah. So what is it so far? 3?
4, isn't it?
This is the 3rd one.
Third.
Is it?
Yeah. I think this is the 3rd. Yeah.
So that would be a caution per 10 laps, roughly.
I thought it was the 4th one. I think
was
it's
praying.
the 4th one.
No, I think it's the 3rd one. I think you're trying to reach that goal of 10.
we'll get it double figures, don't you worry. So rather interestingly, just looking at it, Yuri Pepper Evers was involved in the first crash, if memory serves me correct, and he's actually up into 6th currently.
Well, of course, with the valve repair, you've got 2 of them, so that helps. And with all the other cautions going on, and you're staying safe at that point, then you see that you can still gain the places. Dennis Meisner so far in a good race. I mean, he started, didn't he get pole position? Was that Dennis Meisner?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it was Dennis Meisner who had pole position. So, and he's still P2 after 21 laps. So, even with 3 cautions, he's been lucky so far.
We didn't take bets at the start of the race, did we?
We didn't for the winner. Yeah.
I'll go Kieran Smartling.
Oh no, that he's near the front.
No, I'm not gonna call it, mate. I mean, even the one in the last position can still win this race. If
Yeah, exactly.
anything
Like
really
anyone
happens.
can
I
win
mean,
I think Kieran might struggle. He's been disqualified.
well, let's give Kieran the win then. No matter what happens tonight, Kieran wins this race.
He'll be back tomorrow in the.
I mean, if you look at his stream name though, he's already got first in front of his name though, with a crown.
That's true.
So,
Most
there you go,
dedicated
Kieran.
subscriber. So he
There you
wins
go,
that.
Kieran.
He'll be back in action with a number of these guys tomorrow night in Road Atlanta, which you can watch from 8:15. Is it, Phil?
It is
GMT?
Corpus State, not GMT, BST.
Oh,
GMT,
whatever.
but-
Jesus Christ, I always get confused with all the GSBS, MSG, or whatever it is. I don't know.
Just keep your eye on the notifications.
We're about to go racing, boys.
Okie dokie. So we're going to be starting lap 23. Just trying to work out which livery I like. Probably has to be the Hot Wheels one.
Well, you also got Aaron D. Taylor in the Teletubbies.
Is he?
Yeah.
Ah, let's have a little look, Phil.
Tinky Winky's racing. And another one I like is Neil M. Andrews in the Family Guy livery.
Oh, I've not seen them.
Yeah.
I'll have to scroll through a couple of these then, Phil, I think.
And we're going green, green, green.
We're off. Oh, Kellogg's cornflakes at the front.
And the brother of Stuart Ryan is also said in chat that he's only been on iRacing for 1 month. A little bit of door banging should be good.
I'm pretty sure that means something different in English.
You know better than me, though. There's one car shooting through the pack, though. Not quite sure who it is. I think that's Andrea Hauser.
Yeah, I was going to say Andreas Hauser.
I mean, he was involved in that crash, though, with Neil M. Andrews. And currently he's going into P5. Wow, what a run he had, though. Oh dear. Oh, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
Oh,
they keep it going. Wow.
Oh, that was about to chalk another one up.
I think it was lucky that there was 3 cars instead of 2. I think if it was 2 cars...
Absorbing the momentum between them.
Oh yeah, I think one straightened out the other, sort of. I think if it was 2 cars, the crash would have been there. But no, we're still going. But, I mean, they're smart. I reckon you guys behind are going to catch up, though. He's got quite a gap, though.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to extend that gap. I think that is going to be brought down just by the fact that these guys are drafting each other behind. So.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. But some of them are on a good run now, especially on the outside. 3 wide there. 7, 8, and 9, if I'm correct.
So Andreas Hauser is now at the front.
There you go.
So completely right. Didn't take long to catch.
No, I mean, like I said, he came into the incident with him and Neil M. Andrews and one other car, and how he's leading the pack. So, but especially for these type of races, it ain't over until you've seen the checkered flag. But it's nice to see. I think that's currently the whole field behind each other. I don't think we do have sort of two groups. A little bit of archie-barchie there between P5 and P6. I'm sorry, I'm just calling the positions. It's hard to keep track of all the
I can't believe it. I thought you'd be an absolute professional at that. I'm only kidding.
What?
What, counting?
No, like calling on the names about who they are, because obviously they're not in the same liveries as well, so it makes it incredibly difficult to call them all out.
Just yell it out by delivery.
Yeah, but
so Mr. Kellogg's at the front there somewhere. Jurassic Park's having a little look.
Showing his teeth?
Yeah. Having a little nibble at the back.
does the damage affect the arrow? Is a question from Linus or Wines. Not sure. Is it
100%
Linus? Yeah, it does. Oh, there's one car who hit the wall.
Yeah, someone's
thought it was
scraping the
Marks, yeah.
wall. I think it's Dennis Myers there.
Oh, and there we've got another contact. So we're gonna have another caution on lap 28.
And it was going so well.
So is that number 4 then, we say? I'm gonna keep a note in the text. So 4.
That's
because I'll
4.
forget.
Is Peter Smith involved as well? Let's see what happened there. I think P3 and P4 and P5 had a little bit of a coming together. I think it was a Jurassic Park's car. And Peter Smith unfortunately did a little bit of wall riding there while by the 2 cars that crashed out. There's P3 just turning in a little bit while P4 is still there.
29 went hard into the wall there, in reverse as well. And that is a crabbing 39 car.
I'm looking at 39 right now, and look.
That is...
Good job they left turns and no right ones, isn't it?
That is not supposed to drive in that angle. That is 100% for certain.
It's drifting.
I'm sorry. It reminds me of another race me and Phil watched. I'm sorry. Oh, that's Kieran Smart coming. Oh, man.
He's lost it.
Right, I had to mute myself there for a little bit, though.
Well, whilst you're composed yourself, so far, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people who have yet to pit. So, Stuart Winus, Adam Southgate, Dennis Meisner, Aaron Taylor, Dries Kadir, Kieran Smart have yet to go in the pit. And just as I say that, Adam Southgate goes in.
Stop it, Phil.
Don't hit me. Oh dear.
Whew. Thank you, Phil. Did Phil mute himself as well?
Probably.
Yeah. I'm sorry, people, for watching. Well, he's still going, though. Kieran Smart's not giving up.
Oh, and he's pushing Peter Smith back to the pits as well.
See? That's how you do it. It's just a fun race. I hope people keep that in mind, although, of course, it's not nice to crash, but it's meant to be a fun race. But, yeah. Look. It would be funny if you would have had the SpongeBob livery, though, with the crabs.
So we're now only down to 3 guys yet to pit. So Stuart Winus, Aaron Taylor, and Dennis Meisner. So I'm assuming somewhere in here there is actually a pit stop strategy for fuel, is there not? Or can you just yank it in on yellows and, I presume, do what you need to and get back out again?
You can just, I mean, you should pit on the yellows and take the fuel, yes. Thank you for the follow, Luke Spencer, 21.
Cheers for the follow, Luke. Wow, there goes my voice.
So when would the fuel window be, do you think?
Can't remember how many laps these guys would do. It's about 50, I believe it's about 50 on a full tank.
Okay. So we're possibly in the window, so I'm surprised a couple haven't decided to top up, but I suspect we're going to get closer to 10 than I maybe you thought originally.
So that's the fourth caution we have, and we're pretty much halfway this race.
Oh, no, we're not. Only 31 laps. Don't get excited. A lot can happen.
And the lights are out on the pace car, so I do believe that we're going to get close to another green.
It's not the same chap that did the Formula One pace car, is it? So Yuri Pepper Evans is currently sitting in second place. He's gone up 18 positions, and he was involved in the first crash.
Didn't I just sort of jinx it for Dennis Meisner, though? I mean, before it all happened, I was saying how good he was doing, being in P2, wasn't involved in the 3 cautions, while he had pole position as well, and currently finds himself in P18.
All right, so it looks like we're about to go green again.
He's still in the pit, though, which is intriguing, because I thought fast repair would be in and out.
And we're going green, green, green.
And off we go.
And I'm looking at it. There's one car in the pits that Matthew Hodges. And unfortunately, as we know, Kieran Williams had that black flag. But so far, everybody's still going on, although we have 4 cautions.
So what is your rim of choice then for this then, Phil, when you're racing?
My what, sorry?
What's your rimming of choice for the NASCAR race?
Anything circular.
Yeah, like the track, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't use your Formula One wheel for this then?
No, definitely not. You need to prep something that can at least make 4 corners and do them quite fast. The smoother you can be, really, with NASCAR, the better. You don't want any kind of sudden movements, because that could spiral the back end of the car out of control. So, smoother the better. Kind of the bigger steering wheel you can find as well. Because
the old chocolate lid then.
Yeah, they are quite big. Yeah, yeah, the old.
Who was that again? Was it
Matthew
Dambreen?
Matthew Dambreen, I think he did that in one of our races.
I still can't believe he did that though, and he just did the whole race with it. I mean, that shows commitment though.
That's initiative as well, yeah. Definitely. Should have had the bonus points. Driver of the day, I think.
Lack currently in P2.
Yeah, and 2 of the R Racing Netherlands boys, Arjan Rodeburg and Bram van Doren in P4 and P5. And another familiar name, who did one of the GTX, René Bosje, currently in P9.
So we are now halfway through the race on lap 35. Andreas Townsend currently leading. Edward Lacken second. Jochen Evans third. Oh, it's all go, isn't it? So I'm just looking who hasn't gone in yet. Stuart Winus and Aaron Taylor, I assume, will look to pit at the next yellow.
That's if they do need to pit. I'm not 100% sure whether you do need to pit, but...
Oh, do you not?
I
There's enough fuel in them.
I would imagine you do, though. I think they can do just over the hour.
There we saw the swerving of Edward Leck again.
We've got your compatriot there in front with the iRacing Netherlands.
Yep. Ron van Doren and on board with the other driver, Art van Rodenburg.
You are extremely fun. Say that again. What's Brand's name?
Ron van Doren.
So Kieran's creeping back up slowly but surely. So he's up to 7th at the moment. Involved in incident number 4.
A little bit of a wiggle there from Yuri Evans.
There you go. Just a little bit.
Oh, and they're catching up on, I think that's Elliot Mark, isn't it? No, sorry, that was Dennis Meisner who they caught up. Dennis Meisner's coming into the pit.
Would have been best to stay with the pack there, because therefore if there's another yellow flag, he would have been brought back onto the lead lap.
So nice little pack of 12 cars again.
Kieran Smart's going to the high side, looking for a little bit of support as well from Brown Van Doren. Looks like he's going to get the support as well. He needs that support if he's going to try and stay on the high line. If you try and go out alone, you'll just be sitting in your positions, just get while you just start falling back.
They're one of the back markers going on the apron. Stay away from the pack. Nicely done, they can keep on going.
Ooh, Super Mario.
He's gonna drop some bananas, shooting some turtles. Oh, and there's another incident. Oh, that was one of the iRacing.
Holy cow. Just saw that come shoot across.
Yeah, he came shooting across.
And guess what, viewers?
We've got the 5th caution. So far, again, we've got a... Like I said, we've got 1 caution per 10 laps so far.
That's because half of them are a bit under the car, under the pace car.
I think that was one of his teammates who sort of tried to avoid it and hit the iRacing Netherlands car, who hit the barrier and then came back on track hard.
Yeah, so there we are. What was that caution number 4? Caution number 5?
5.
5. It's 5.
It looks
Number
like
5
maybe
is
we are
alive.
heading. Maybe we are heading to that 10th caution. 41 laps gone.
So on the basis it's roughly 3 laps under the safety car per incident. We've lost 15 laps.
That's pretty standard for a Melbourne race.
What's it in real life racing? I mean, it's just having a race.
A lot, quite a lot still.
Yeah. Tenny's looking good.
Well, you're keeping track with the
Yeah.
count in the chat as well, Mark.
I am, yep. And I think he's number 6, but I'll go with number 5 for now. But
No, it's definitely number 5.
Teddy Thomas, that's it. I'll tell you what, if you were spread betting, they'd be panicking a little bit now, wouldn't they? So a little plug tomorrow. Carry
A lot
on
of people
with
pitting.
our... Ooh!
We have
Is
got a
that for
lot
fuel
of
then?
people pinned, so yeah, this could be the fuel stop.
I was just about to give us a little plug for tomorrow night. So the round 2 of the US GT3 season continues at Road Atlanta, I think it is, isn't it?
It is
It
Road
is.
Atlanta. Should be a bit of fun. Some impressive times going in during the qualifying session. Sorry, the free practice 1 session yesterday. I'm sure there's a few guys who aren't racing tonight in this. We'll be in free practice 2 currently.
Trying to gain that advantage out of that extra practice.
Yeah, exactly. Got to be done. Yeah, it's amazing who you see at the front of the pack at this duration of the race, and this is what I was saying before about it doesn't really matter about what position you are in the first lap, because that is not where you're going to end up generally. It always happens in oval racing. It's quite exciting the way that it can fluctuate from forward, from the front to the back.
But rather intriguingly, my little nomination to win is currently in the lead from being near the rear. Weird, this racing round a circle thing, isn't it?
There you go. It just shows you've got the knack.
Won't get it in Formula 1, would you? Well, probably unless you lose Hamilton, because you've got the best car, but...
Oh no, don't spark that old chestnut.
What, the same one as they used to use for Schumacher being in the best car?
Yep. So we should be about to go green. I think maybe now is the time that we should start taking bets on who's going to win.
What you reckon?
I'll stick with Kieran.
You're gonna still stick with Kieran, okay. I'm gonna go for Ed Lack still. Well, not still. I didn't announce it before, but I was gonna go for Ed Lack. Currently sat in P9. There we go, pace
Go,
car
green,
is
green.
in. We are going green again. Neil Andrews currently leading the way, just snuck into P1 there on the outside of Kieran Smart.
Justin moving on for his teammate Van Doren. Bram is currently 13. He was in the top 5, but yeah, in the last caution he was caught out a little bit. But still, quite some laps to go, so what can happen? Trying to give Neil Andrews that a little bit of error push.
Pretty good at the front there right now, currently leading that inside pack. Still a good amount of cars in the outside lane now as well, so you can still expect them to start fighting back. 25 laps to go. Still a good pack leading the way as well, so...
It's Adam Southgate getting a good push there from Edward Leck. He's now on the side of Kieran Smart and getting on the side of Neil Andrews.
Someone seemed to be hitting the wall there, but I'm not entirely sure who it was, whether it was the black car in the distance, which is believed to be Andreas Hauser. No, Andreas Hauser was in the purple car, wasn't he? So...
Yeah, he's in the purple car, yeah. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there, and there's 4 cars.
Have it. That's number 6.
I'm not quite sure. There's a little bit of contact between Peter Smit and Bram van Doren.
They are quite spectacular, the old crashes, aren't they?
The green car is number, what is it, 77? Owens.
Owens. Yeah,
Tried to go around the outside, but would have been better just staying in lane there, I think. I'm not too sure that was the wisest move to try and go for a pass there and make it 3 wide, but it depends on the situation of every driver when you're currently trying to make the move, isn't it? So.
So that's caution number 6. And we are on lap 48.
Yeah, I wonder how many more are going to take to pit lane. I think everyone's done the pit that they probably need to do for fuel. Whether they took tyres or not is another question.
I think it's Miles Owens so far is the only one coming into the pit, if I'm correct.
Van Doren as well, also in pit lane.
Of course, he was involved in that incident, true. There's one car that's getting a wave by.
So what was that? Number 6?
That was number 6. Yeah.
Two laps to go. Hopefully we shouldn't get too many. Only one. There's only one chance to finish the race as well. So if there is a caution anywhere near the 70 laps, there will be one green, white, and checkered. So it can go to 72 or 73 laps.
I'm not quite sure who Swifty is, but he's calling out, giving Neil a black flag for cheating at the last restart.
Just
Interesting.
have a word with race control on that. Oh, it is race control. That's not really the word.
Yeah, race control cheating tonight.
I don't know what happened there, but
Ooh, bless you. Twice.
Anyone who's a lap down
Miles Owen's
22 maybe?
currently a lap down. So everyone from 15th downwards. Blimey, someone's struggling there.
so he's saying it twice now in chat though. Nice. Who's Swifty?
Oh, Milo's got a 6-minute repair.
It's Peter. Okay, yeah, it's cool, Pete. 6-minute repair for Milo. Ouch. And we're going green,
Yeah,
green,
we are
green,
going
green.
green.
So currently, race control is leading Neil Andrews, followed by Alan Southgate in second. 19 places. Kieran Smart might sit to win. He is sitting in third. Edward Locke, I think Phil Eubanks here, sitting in fourth. Or was, just dropped to fifth.
Yeah,
and
just dropped to
his compatriot in the race control, Aaron Taylor, currently sitting in sixth.
So still a decent pack of cars going. Coming to 18 laps to go. Hopefully no more cautions. Not sure how many more of these cars have got.
Now you're
faster
calling it.
cars.
Now you're just calling it, mate. And again, Adam Southgate getting a nice little push there by Ed Lack.
Yeah, the outside line still, what, 6 cars strong, so... Yeah, they're going to remain there. They're not... Whoa, someone's just disappeared and come back again looking at his headlight.
That was Ed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not what you want when you're...
that close on an
when
oval.
you're that close, yeah. Yeah, a little bit of swerving, which could end up in some door-to-door banging action. No turning right tonight, Legger. 100% left.
Unfortunately, a couple of heads tried to turn right and it's causing mayhem.
Or he could just turn his TV upside down.
We've got a driver of the day.
Not today. Not today, we don't.
Oh, boo.
There was one car scraping the wall.
Family guy. Not Neil.
Number 39's going a little bit too low there. It's caused the 61 to go a bit higher. And 29.
It's just rubbed the wall, lost some speed.
No, it's the 29 of Elliot Harper.
Oh, we've got another caution.
Oh,
Do we?
no.
Yep, it's Dries Kader, car number 13 was involved. And I think car number 11 as well, which is David Peterson. So that's caution number 7.
Caution number 7. Let's see if we can see that from another angle.
It is just literally light touching.
Yeah, the lightest of touches can cause the most catastrophic things.
Yeah, it looked like David Peterson came up to the sort of the higher line, while Dries Kader and the number 29 car, Elliot Harper,
That's
were
a good
there.
idea. So during this caution, let's do a livery of the day.
Ooh.
Let's have a look. We'll go
Then you have to
through
go. Yeah, you have to go through them.
Oh, hold on. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not a bad one. Yeah.
So let me put the who it is. You got Neil M. Andrews, got Kieran
Family
Smart.
Guy, Jurassic Park.
Classic Hot Wheels.
Looks just like him.
Cool,
The Teletubbies.
right.
Yeah,
That's
the fourth
quite
Teletubbies.
Super Mario. It's me, Mario. What's that one?
Vagisil.
Vagisil, that one.
That's from South Park. From South Park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened there, but Dries Kader jumped to the pit, I think. He spun in again. Then we've got the iRacing Netherlands livery from Bram van Doren.
What's that? Sprite, was it?
Well, I don't know, but it looked like a classic one. Wraith Energy.
And then we go the Nestle Milo.
The old hot chockey in it, Milo, malt chocolate or something, isn't it?
It is malt
like a
chocolate
Nesquik,
drink.
isn't it?
It's very
Other
Australian.
chocolate drinks available.
Well, some of these cars not looking like they're supposed to.
They're probably more aerodynamic. Yeah?
It's looking like some weight saving.
Why does it look like the pace cars, the monster truck? Teletubby wing.
Teletubbies wins.
No, I quite like the Family Guy. I think the Family Guy one was quite cool.
Nah, Fetch is still. Yeah, but that's from a South Park episode, isn't it? Where Kenny's. Or Kenny Carton's driving a NASCAR.
I've not seen that.
Hmm?
I've not seen that advert. I've not seen that episode.
Justin, surprise, surprise, is going for the iRacing. So, 13 laps to go, guys.
Yeah, we've got about 13 cars in the race as well still, which is always good.
Or make that 12 laps.
Yeah, 12 laps, or 11 actually when we probably go green. I'm not sure, is there going to be another lap? Has the pace car pulled away? I think it actually has pulled away, so no, it hasn't. I believe actually it must be pulling away this lap because they're all double file, so. On the back straight, so it's going to be this lap.
Well, it's been quite interesting so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Well, we're up to 6, aren't we? 6 cautions.
No, we're not. We're on 7. Stop cheating. I think it's probably 8, actually.
No, I'm not having.
I'm going to make you go through it again and add them all up.
Definitely not going to happen.
So we do have sort of a sprint race of 11 laps. Are we going to get it? Are we going to get 11 clean laps, guys, or what do you think?
Just got another 3 instance coming, we?
I don't. Yeah, we're not going to be reaching 10. Fingers crossed. Anyway, away we go then. We're going green. Neil's got a great start there. Kieran Smart and Adam Southgate just behind. With Aaron D. Taylor and Edward Lack. Alan Stewart. One is also following the suit. Need to find out how to say your name. Is it Wins? Actually, it could be Wins. Stuart Wins, though. I think that would be it.
Stuart for the win.
Yeah, it could be wrong.
Oh.
It's all getting very spicy at the front.
Yeah, very close, aren't they?
Oh, we are going to have a big one there. That is a big one.
Oh, and one car's flying. One car was sent up flying. Oh dear, that's Kieran Smart involved as well.
No.
Oh, and then he turns it around and get hit from behind by Ed Leg. Who was that car flying though? One car was... Oh, yeah, there you saw it. I think it's the number 61 car who gets sent up into the air.
Oh wow, yeah, someone got absolutely helicoptered into space, didn't they?
Looked like a helicopter.
It was Ed Leg who just with the back of his car touched him a little bit, and he wound up flying. 61 car. That was Stuart Wines. It's the 61, the one in between, and he gets hit by the rear of Ed, and then.
I presume you can win under the flag, can you?
After one shot at finishing it cleanly.
Again, it's just a little rub, isn't it? That's one way to go to pits.
A nice little slow-mo.
I think they might need to revisit their physics model.
Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to happen.
To say the least, that's quite interesting. Well, that's really unfortunate for Stewart. He wasn't having a decent race so far, but that's not going to help him.
It sure is a battle of attrition. 9 laps to go, though. Has gone on longer than I thought it would have, so it's going to be coming up to 2 hours for these guys now in the seat. Matt Acton currently sat in P4 in the Vagisil 444.
Yeah, so the current way it's looking, it's Neil Andrew in front of Aaron D. Taylor, René Borsje, Matt Acton, Bram van Doren, Matthew Dambreen, David Patterson, Yuri Pepijn-Everts, Andreas Hauser, Kieran Smart, Adam Southgate, Edward Black, Dries Kader, and then Stewart. But I think Dries and Stewart were one of the latest unfortunate guys to being involved in the incidents. So
Dries
they will be a lap down.
Yeah, he's still on track though, so still going. That has put Ed Lack a lap down.
Wait, we haven't seen him with deliveries. He's driving with the banana. Chiquita.
Right, so these are the crucial laps. 8 to go. It's going to be what, six to go when we go live again. Need to have a commercial break. I feel like we should have a Budweiser advert or something. The number 11 car of David Patterson, followed by Dries Kader. Is that how you say his surname?
Yeah, Kader. Yeah.
Kader. Catch him back up to the pack. It's a good job I actually extended it because it was going to be 70 laps and I put it as an hour and a half, which I wasn't too sure whether that was going to be enough. So
for me, it's showing 1 hour and 19 minutes. Elapsed time of the race.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe it would have been enough then.
Close to. So I reckon the pace car is gonna come in at the end of this one. And I'm gonna give myself a little break and we'll be right back.
Yep, cool man.
Well, will Ruben make it back in time?
That is the question. So we have quite a lot of fresh looking cars now, so I presume that there were a few guys left with a few fast repairs. That number 4 car of Bram Van Doren is looking pretty tip-top right now, as well as the number 16 car of René Borschke.
Right,
And
so
there we go, yeah.
pace car comes in.
Pace car comes in, and away we go again.
7 laps to go.
Bit of a breakaway pack here between Neil M. Andrews, René Borschke, Bram Van Doren and Aaron D. Taylor. A little bit far leading the second pack is Matt Acton, followed by Matthew Dembreen, Kieran Smart, and then we got Yuri Pepper-Nevers and Andreas Hauser. Actually, Yuri is just on the back of the 61 car, which is Stuart Winus. So six laps to go, or 5 laps to go as they go across the line.
Kieran Smart has crept up. Was sitting at the back of the grid on the current lap. Now up to 6th. Now up to 5th.
Yeah, he's stealing. So he must have some, maybe he's got some fresh tyres on there. Maybe that fresh rubber is really boosting his current speed, because yeah, although unfortunately there is a car in between now, so he's not going to be actually able to progress anything further. Well, I believe that's the 313 of Dennis Meisner.
So coming up to do 66
oh no, we got a
on
big
the
crash.
clock.
We've got a big crash.
No! We're going to finish under the bloody thing. Oh, the lights are still green. That's interesting.
Yeah, we have not gone to caution, so that is it. Kieran Smart and Neil Andrews battling out for the win. Aaron D. Taylor not too far behind, but far enough that isn't going to... I don't think he's going to be able to catch up the lead 2 pack.
Come on, Kieran. I'd be cashing out now if I was on the bookmakers. Pressing that button.
Oh. Well, I just looked it back, and it was an accident between Dennis Meisner and René Borschke, which is unfortunate because Dennis Meisner, he was in that pack at the front, but he wasn't driving there for position.
Three laps to go. Kieran is currently in a race control sandwich.
Yeah, it looks like Aaron D. Taylor is actually managed to really get into the back of these guys. And I think Adam Southgate isn't too far behind as well as Matt Acton, so 2 laps to go, anything can happen. Five-way battle then. Matt Acton's come to join the party, as well as Adam Southgate, trying to look for the outside line there. Kieran Smart actually cuts him quite short. It says, no, you're not coming through. He drops back down into 3rd place.
So 2.5 laps to... Oh, sorry, 1.5 laps to go. So what's the trick here then with 1.5 laps left? Got a slingshot it at some point.
Yeah, you got a slingshot it at some point, but you got to work out when that is the best time to do it.
I'm sure Neil's going to make that as big as a bus if he can.
Well, they're coming up to 2 slower cars as well.
Here we are, final lap.
Ooh, come on, Kieran.
It's coming up to some back markers as well, which isn't good. We've had 2 cars slam into the side of each other. I'm not sure. I think that was Adam Southgate and Matt Acton.
As we still don't have a caution, although they crashed out. So gonna finish under these conditions.
Kieran having a little look on the outside.
Looking for that move
He's
on
not
the
going to
outside.
have enough track for running down track. Last corner.
He's going to look to block him off, but Kieran might actually have...
No, that's it.
We're going to go...
Oh my God.
Go across the line.
Finish.
3 wide. 3 wide across the line. Unbelievable stuff there.
So that's Neil M. Andrews finishing 18 thousandths of a second in front of Eric Taylor and 23 thousandths of a second in front of Kieran Smart.
Oh.
But it's unfortunate that in those last the incidents happened, because I would have loved it to see a little bit of a bigger group finishing in there.
Can you rewind that a little bit, Phil, and see what the finish line looked like in millimetres? Oh.
Let's see what we can do.
Some fireworks on track as well.
We should just had a one-lap shootout, shouldn't we, really?
A 1-lap shootout.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to, isn't it?
Well, the proper oval race.
You see these guys coming across the line, coming up towards it now, going 3 wide. Neil really trying to hold on to that middle position there. Wow, super close as they come across the line. I think Aaron just managed to hold on to P3.
Wait, he took Aaron.
It shows,
yeah.
No, it shows Aaron D. Taylor finishing in 18 thousandths of a second behind Niels M. Andrews, and Kieran Smart in P3 23 thousandths of a second. So only 5 thousandths of a second between him and Kieran. So Neil M. Andrews P1, Aaron D. Taylor P2, Kieran Smart P3, Adam Southgate in P4. And there we see the results.
So continuing on from that then, Matthew Dambrini in 5th, Matt Acton 6th, Rene Borscher in 7th, Dries Kadir in 8th, Andreas Hauser 9th, Yuri Pepper Evers 10th, Bram van Doren in 11th, Doran, that's it, as in Storen. Stuart Winnis 12th, David Patterson 13th, Elliot Harbour 14th, Dennis Miser 15th, Miles Owen 16th. They're the guys who managed to finish. 17th, Edward Lack 18th, Peter Smith, Sander Borst in 19th, Aaron Rodenberg in 20th, Matthew Hodges 21st, and Kieran Williams 22nd.
And I do want to remind you guys that Kieran Smart was the one that was scrapping around the track at one point.
Yeah, so it just shows you that, yeah, anything can happen. You can still finish in the top 3 even if your car is grabbing. So, yeah, never really give up. Yeah, so that's it for this stream. Cheers, Mark and Ruben. We'll catch you tomorrow night for round 2 of the US GT3 Championship at Road Atlanta. Should be a good race around there. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, cheers for this fun race, Phil.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Makes a difference as well. So, yeah, enjoyed doing it. And yeah, cheers everyone for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye bye.
See you later.
See you later.